Welcome to my channel, Thumbnails Creations and more. Today I decided to go on live for a couple of minutes um, for my coffee, craft. I'll be showing you the craft and chit chat. And I thought I showed you my little flowers that my husband got me. This is part of the little bouquet. I put it in this little vase that I bought for my glue, my Tombow glue or my glue bottle that I put upside down. Oh my goodness. I decided to cut some of these flowers and put them here in my desk. So, welcome. I did not announce that I will be going live today, but decided to go live just for a change of pace. I'll leave that as my marker. Alrighty then. And I need another marker over here so I know where, right here. Okay. I'm going to take a seat. Oh my goodness. I hope you all's day is going good. Mine is going great. Today is my 42nd birthday. And I am trying to craft today. I'll be on for a couple minutes because it's time for me to take my meds. But I gotta come on here and craft for a while. Coffee, craft, and chit chat for you. Or with you, I should say. Sorry guys, I'm trying to set up my other iPad so that I can see if I get any comments. Okay, so today I'll be sharing with you a project that I am doing for Studio28E on Etsy. And it is going to be some lovely flat mail for my pen pals. So what I did was, in my other coffee craft and chit chat, I showed you this kit by Studio28E. I did the flip through and I was deciding on what to make for my project. And one of the projects, because this one I'm going to break it down into several little projects, I am going to be making some flat mail for my pen pals. For those of you that don't know what flat mail is, it is, or it consists of, and let me show you my little template that I've made. You can go on the United States Postal website. Just Google, U.S. Post Office. And it will tell you how big or the dimensions of what they consider to be flat mail. So I made this little template according to those measurements. Like I said, you can go on Google and go to U.S. Post Office, or Google what is considered flat mail or what is considered a letter. And this is considered a letter, as big as this, no smaller than 3.5 by 5. And you see this little cutout that I made here? It can't be fatter than that. So if I make flat mail, what I call flat mail is with this size, would fit in here. And if this, once it's sealed, goes through here, I'm going to go up a little bit. Well, I have to put it the other way because it's not sealed. But if it goes through here, just like that, see how it slipped through? It is considered flat mail. And it'll probably be like $1.50, $1.75, depending on what I put in there. But I need to make sure that it fits through here, just like I said, just flowing through, right? So it can be considered flat mail. So I suggest, if you do a lot of mailing like I do, that you go on the Google what is considered a letter for the U.S. Postal Service, and it'll tell you the dimensions, and you can make your own. This was a box somebody had sent me with Happy Mail, and I cut it up, and this is my template. It has saved me, I cannot tell you how many countless and countless of dollars, because it gets expensive to ship out everywhere, right? And especially us in the crafting community, we like to bless each other with a whole bunch of Happy Mail and stuff like that, but it gets pricey. So today, using Studio 28E's oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. I usually write it down, and I know I have it written down somewhere. It is, let me see, let me look at here. It is, I'm looking online, guys. I'm sorry, I should have been prepared. But I'm using her, I am using, oh my goodness, Butterflies and Flowers. That's what it's called. Butterflies and Flowers kit that is found in her Etsy, which is called Studio 28E. And like I said, I am going to use these as part of my project until I use up her kit. I really, really love this kit. It has these birds in it, and then it's all full of butterflies and flowers, which I love. So, let me tell you what I did. What I did was I took one of the printouts or one of the pages in her kit, just like this one, and I trimmed all the way around because when you print them out, it has a white border. I trimmed them all the way around. I chose to use the ones that had the lines in the back, and I will tell you why in just a minute. All I did was I chose the ones that I was going to use for my pen pals, and I folded them in half, and then I took my paper trimmer and the middle fold, this one right here, this middle fold, I put it on my paper trimmer right here where it cuts, and I put that right in the middle of the line where it cuts, and I decided how big of a cut I wanted it. For example, here the line is here, so then I will be left with this. You can make it higher or lower according to your likings. You could also take an edge punch after you cut it and do that if you like. Let me see. So then I cut it just like this. And that's what you are left with. Now, these fold the other way because of the lines. This one was this way. But what I want you to notice is the difference in angles, the way I cut them. See, this is taller, a little bit shorter, and then this one's lower. It doesn't matter. It's to your preference. I will keep these scraps because I will use them up. It's to your preference. The next thing I did was I went over to my sewing machine, or actually I have it right here on my desk, and I started sewing. If you want to sew, you need to sew from here to here and stop. Again, if you want to sew, you need to start from the middle right here where it folds, but you need to open it up and sew from here to here and stop. Then you fold it down and you can sew from wherever you like. I would start here and go all the way around. So then you will end up with a pocket like this. The reason that you start with it open is that if you would start sewing here, you're going to close the pocket. So again, I'm going to go through it again. Why am I going to go through it again? Because when I did it, excuse me, it took me a while. You're going to start from the middle, from the fold, and do this angle. You're going to stop. You're going to pull the strings from your thing. You're going to cut it off. You're going to close it up, and then you're going to go all the way around. And you're going to end up with a pocket like this. And so you're going to end up with a pockets like these. Here I used a zigzag all the way around. Here I use a different kind of zigzag. I kind of call this like an EKG, like the heart monitor. Here, and then I went straight all the way around. On this one, I did straight stitch all the way around. So now what we have to do is fill up our pockets with Happy Mail. So what I did was I went to the kit itself, and I pulled out papers that went with it. And I said, well, the first thing I want to incorporate is a tag. So what I did in order to get this measurement for each one was different. So I will not give you measurements because of this. It all depends how you sew, how close to the border, how close in, how close out. The stitch that you use also depends. So after you've done your sewing, what you do is you're going to take a ruler and you're going to measure from the edge here. What you want is a tag that will go in, right, with no problem, and it will stick out enough so that they can tell that there's something there. So with that being said, you're going to take the measurement from, I'm gonna turn it around this way so that you can see the stitches better. Let me see which one would be better. This one would be better because it's less of a busy pattern. Okay, so then you would take your measurement from inside of the stitch on both sides. So this one would be, if you go all the way to the edge, it would be 4 3/4. But you're going to take the measurement from inside the stitches. So now it goes to 4, let's say 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. But you don't want it to fit here. You want it to be able to go in and out. You don't want it snug. You want it to be able to go in and out by itself. So it has to be shorter. So you're going to take that 4, actually this one's 4.5. It's 4.5, I'm sorry. So you're going to cut it down to 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4/8 for this one. And then you would do the same thing from top to bottom. You would measure, and this one would be 7.5, but you don't want it 7.5 because then it would be from here to here, and then you won't have any room to like do a ribbon or twine or whatever if that's what you're wanting. So I will cut it to 7 so that you have room here and you have a little bit of room there. And so this is what you end up with, a tag that fits right in there. It's below the stitching, so you don't cover any of the stitching. You can take it in and out, no problem. That's what you want. And this, guys, goes with anything that you are doing. You want that wiggle room, and you want it to be able to be seen if you're doing borders. If you don't have a sewing machine, what can you do to make it nice? To be distinctive from somebody? How about if you take a Sharpie and you do faux stitching? Like, you can do dot, line, dot, faux stitching, fake stitching here along the sides. Perhaps you can do a zigzag. A zigzag is just mountain and valleys all the way around. There are stamps available that look like stitching that you can just stamp on there. How about you can do washi tape? How about you can do trims? Let me see. Of course, I wouldn't do it with this color, but you can glue trims here. Instead of doing the stitching, you can do trims. So, think outside the box. Think, what do I have in my stash that can make my project my own? Put your own personal touch on it. So now, so far, I have a tag or a tag base for all of them. in the kit, I went through it and found some things um, that matched each pocket. Oops, this one goes over here. And this one, I only found this one. It doesn't match exactly, but you know what? As a crafter, we can come up with something, right? That's what us crafters do. So, excuse me. So what I did, this one, the colored one here, was the one that was in the kit. All I did was put it on top of some cream colored cardstock and made it a little bigger. So now I have a border around it. And so now I'm going to punch out the hole here. And now we need to look for some ribbon that will coordinate with the pocket. Okay, let me see. Let's see how this looks. Just wiggle it around. I'm gonna make sure that the polka dot side, the white with gold polka dot, is on the outside. Here and here, I'm gonna give it a tug. Okay, I'm going to cut the tails kind of even. And so now I have a tag and the tails. The reason I wanted it longer is because this tag is short, you know, compared to this bigger one. And in case it goes down in the pocket, you'll know that something's there because you'll see the ribbon. In the kit, Sherry designed this little envelope that is gonna go in there. And then I found this matching butterfly. So I need to come up with something to put in there. So that one has two things. Now let's see what else we can put here. I wanted to see if I had, oh, let me bring this back. Because I saw that I had these two blings. You see the purple and the turquoise? Those are the colors that are there. And I thought maybe I can add some bling here and there, maybe to them. Maybe to the wings of the butterfly. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, I took off the glue. Oh my goodness. Does that happen to you guys? It happens to me quite some time. That was my phone. So I put a bling there. I'm going to continue to put some bling on the butterflies. Butterflies are symmetrical, so what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So you keep going and you do whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. The blue would also go here, so I'm going to do blue. Or the turquoise, I should say. It's not blue, it's turquoise. A lovely, pretty turquoise. I love turquoise. I love the mint, like the matte underneath. It's just beautiful. Okay. So this is another way that you can use your digital kits. Instead of just doing journals, you can use them as scrapbook paper and make anything you want out of them. I am actually preferring, I need something over here for this butterfly, but I don't want it the same colors. I don't, oh, yellow. Yellow, you think yellow will go? Let me see. Oh, too big. Okay, that one's not gonna have any bling because I don't have anything smaller. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I don't. The other ones are bigger. So then, now this one's done. I can pull this out, and because these have some, let me pull those out. And I am going to continue with the bling on the butterflies, because I really like the way it looked. So it's going to be cute. Put the blue up here. And so that it will look symmetrical. I'm going to put one over here. And the other one is covered up. Okay, great. With this piece right here, I thought about making a paper clip, altered paper clip. Oh, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That sounds crazy. This is fine. I'm just gonna cut. I think it's too small. Oh, maybe it'll be all right. Let me see. No, it's too small. I will need the big one. Oh, sorry guys, my back is roaring, which means I'm hurting. Here comes the moaning as I tell everybody. Anyway, we must go on. What can we do? Okay, I am going to try this one. I'm going to try my fabric tech because it says bonds, fabrics, wood trims. Let's try this. If this doesn't work, then I will put my hot glue. Alrighty, come on now. I know it'll work on the paper. Okay. Come on now. Don't fail me now, fabric tech. Okay. I should have done it the other way. Alright, so I'm going to turn it backwards so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put it like this. That noise you heard was my phone again. Of all days, my hubby is calling me. He's probably trying to let me know something. I'm going to peek at it in a bit. Oh, man. Okay. What I'm doing is I took a piece of that paper and I'm cleaning up the glue. What I like about fabric tack is that it dries clear. Oh, important, guys, important detail. Make sure that the image on the the image that you're putting on the paper clip is straight. Not backwards like the way it was. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go back and get some of that bling that I put on there earlier. I don't even know if it, oh no, I have two of these. Okay, I'll put here, I'll put it there. Pardon me, I know I'm making weird noises, but like I've said before, my back is hurting me. Let me get up. All right. Um, Okay. Oh, I can't even concentrate already. Okay. All right. So we made this altered paper clip. We made, see the little bling on there? Beautiful. We made the little small tag. I showed you, or I explained to you how I did the pocket. This is a big tag. I still need to embellish it. And I believe, oh, perfect. I have some butterfly stickers. I've had these for a while. They match perfectly here. So I am going to put a butterfly sticker here. Then with a Sharpie, really? When I need a Sharpie, it doesn't want to work. Okay. Really? None of the, oh, you know why? Because I think it's turned the other way. Anyway, what I'm going to do is take a Sharpie. That works. Perfect. And make this little trail as if the butterfly was flying, and all it is a series of dots. See how it looks like it's fluttering by? Perhaps add another one? What do you think? Yeah, I heard you. You said yes. I'll put that here. If I want to go this way, or if I want to go this way. Yeah, I think I want to go this way. Doing the same thing, just taking my Sharpie, making little dots as if the butterfly was flying, fluttering around in this little pattern. Just adding little dots. And so it went well with the kit. So now I have a big tag. I have a smaller tag in there. I like the ribbon. Remember the ribbon? Because if it goes in there, you can still see that there's something for you to pull out. In here, I am going to put in probably some of the bling. You know what? Let me do that. 2, 3, 4. Where's my Tim Holtz? Some of my favorite things to do or give out to my pen pals or when I do swapping is to give some of the supplies that I use to make the project to the recipient. One, two, three, 4. And so now when the recipient gets it, they have some, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I get stuff, I'm like, ooh, that's so pretty. I like that bling, or I like those stickers that she used. And now, if you give them, you know, a sampling of what you have and what you used, now when they open up the little goodies, like in this case, this little envelope, they'll be surprised. They're like, oh, it's the one that she used. So now they get to play with it. And here, I'm not going to close, well, you know what? I can close it. A glue dot. Oh, man. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Like I said, my back is hurting. Okay. I was looking for some glue dots, but I'm going to just close that like that. I am going to put some bling on there. Hey, stick to the butterfly and not my finger. Okay, here we go. 2 more. And then, you know how we did the tag with the ribbon sticking out? So just in case, you know, this little thing will go down, I am going to put, I'm trying to see if I have anything here. Some crochet thread, trim maybe. I'm trying to see what I have here so that I can put at the end of that. All right. So all I did was take a piece of lace that I had here hanging on my filing cabinet. I'm going to put it here and I'm just going to staple it on. This will serve as a pulling tab, like I said, with like the tag, meaning we're going to put that in and the recipient's going to know that there's something in there because of the tag. And then this, maybe I can put it over here. Let's see. What I want to do is, you see how I have this sticking out, the little sticker sticking out, and then this ribbon? So now whoever gets it in the mail knows, oh, there's something here, I can pull this out. They saw the butterfly, they can pull that out. They saw this tab, they can pull it out, which was a little envelope. And now I want to put this little paper clip right here on the side. Try not to obscure anything. So there you go. This is an example of what you can do with scrapbook paper or the digital kits. Like this one is from Studio28E. This is one of the projects that I will be doing. I am actually going to make 4. 1, 2, 3, and then the one that I showed you that I hadn't sewn, this one right here. I'm going to do 4, and it's going to be for my pen pals. I have some pen pal letters to respond to, so they will be getting some happy mail. When, I don't know. Which ones are my pen pals, I don't know either, because they do watch my YouTube channel, or they are subscribers, so I don't want to give out the names. But I thought I'd share with you something you could do for your pen pals. You know, somebody's having a birthday or something like that, you can certainly do that for them, and it's flat. Now, I have forgot to mention why I specifically chose these right here. These papers, instead of doing this one, for example, which is beautiful and I like it and I will use it. Maybe if I do more in the future. But the reason I chose this one is because the back side, this one would have a picture, which is great, you know, very nice. But the reason I wanted this one is because it has lines on the back. So guess what? Instead of putting more weight on the package to put in a note card and write my note or my letter to my pen pal, guess where I'll be writing it? Right in the back of the pen pal packet here. So that's why I chose these. So thank you, Sherry, for putting these in your kit. This is one of the ways I'm using your digital kit this month. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down in the description box. I can always answer your questions. You know, just leave me a message, any questions, any concerns. If you need me to go over something again, I surely will do it. I gotta get off, guys. Yeah, it's time to take my meds. yet again. So thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry that I did not put a invitation or a warning that I was going to come on live today, but I could not get my iPad to record today. So this was the only option I had, was to go on live, and it will be on my YouTube channel, so you can watch the replay. And like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions, let me know below. I will put the link on the description box of where to find the digital kit, Birds and Butterflies, to Studio 28E on Etsy, the link. I will also be putting a link to the girl that inspired me to make these. I saw a tutorial that she did, and I really like the idea, and I love it. Look, just beautiful. So thank you for stopping by. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and like I always do, guys, I wish you happy crafting. Bye.